There are four primary layers of the atmosphere: the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, and the thermosphere. The troposphere is the first layer, ranging from the surface 0 kilometers to 12 kilometers. All the weather takes place in the troposphere, including rain, snow, and any other weather condition. In the troposphere, as altitude increases, the temperature decreases. That means the higher you go, the colder it gets. It goes from 15 degrees Celsius to negative 55 degrees Celsius. Also in the troposphere, as altitude increases, the atmospheric pressure and water vapor decreases. About 75 to 80% of the pressure is found in the troposphere. The troposphere is affected by our actions. If we burn fossil fuels or release fumes like that into the atmosphere, then the air quality, which is a part of the troposphere, will decrease rapidly. Commercial and non-commercial planes also fly in this layer. Directly above the troposphere is a little sliver called the tropopause. It separates the tropopause and the stratosphere. This area transitions the heat and altitude ratio into the stratosphere. The second layer above the troposphere is the stratosphere. The stratosphere stretches from 12 kilometers to 50 kilometers. The ozone layer is also located in the stratosphere, being about 15 kilometers to 30 kilometers above sea level. The stratosphere alongside the ozone layer protects us from the UV rays the sun produces and transforms into heat to keep us warm. Unlike the troposphere, in the stratosphere, as altitude increases, the temperature also increases. The temperature goes from negative 55 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. Similarly, in the stratosphere, the higher the altitude, the lower the pressure gets. Also, in the stratosphere, water vapor decreases and reaches zero. Directly above the stratosphere is a little sliver of a layer called the stratopause. It separates the stratosphere and the mesosphere. This area transitions the heat and altitude ratio into the mesosphere. The third layer of the atmosphere is the mesosphere. The mesosphere ranges from 50 kilometers to 80 kilometers. In the mesosphere, as altitude increases, temperature decreases, going from 0 degrees Celsius to negative 90 degrees Celsius, making it the coldest layer. As altitude increases, pressure decreases and approaches zero. There is no water vapor concentration in this layer because it reached zero in the stratosphere. Directly above the mesosphere is another little sliver called the mesopause. It separates the mesosphere and the thermosphere. This area again transitions the heat and altitude ratio into the thermosphere. Lastly is the thermosphere. This layer stretches from 80 kilometers to 600 kilometers, being the largest layer so far. In this layer, as altitude increases, temperature also increases, like the stratosphere. The temperature is between negative 90 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius. In this layer, there is no atmospheric pressure or water vapor because the pressure reached zero in the mesosphere and the water vapor reached zero in the stratosphere. An interesting fact is that in the thermosphere, the northern and southern lights occur. This phenomenon is due to interactions between solar wind and Earth's magnetic field. Since it is so close to the sun, it absorbs a great amount of solar and UV rays, which causes the high temperature. Although the thermosphere cools down during periods of low solar activity. In conclusion, the layers of the atmosphere are crucial on our society and are very interesting to know about. The relationships that the layers have with pressure, altitude, and temperature vary with each layer. People should learn these topics and study for the well-being of our planet.
Smaller cat equals less plastic. Plastic! Tom Magazine! I am a banana. Yeah.